Ali, almost 2 months into your time at the football club, how have you found it so far?
Yeah, it's been good. Apart from maybe the first game that we played, that was a bit of an eye opener. But apart from that, we've been in competing in every game. Probably unlucky not to win a few more than we have. And obviously, it was good to finally get the first win last week at Bristol, and it was thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, it must be good to be playing football regularly after sort of being made aware at Doncaster that wasn't going to be the case if you stayed there.
Yeah, that was probably one of the main reasons why I wanted to come here. Obviously I knew it was a massive club and the fans and everything were excellent here, but the main thing was to get game time and get my career kind of back on track. Well, not back on track, but at this age I want to play as much games as I possibly can, so I've done that so far, and hopefully I can add a few more goals and get the team back up the league.
Yeah, you mentioned adding a few more goals. You scored your first goal in that cup game at Rochdale. You must have been delighted to see that one nestled into the top corner.
Yeah, it was a good start. Obviously, I think I had one just previous in the same game that the keeper saved, so it kind of gave me my range, so to speak, and thankfully that one flew in. But I think I should have had a couple more last week at Bristol Rovers. But it's something that I want to put in my game, is to add more goals. So hopefully that will come in the coming weeks.
Yeah, you seem to like those long distance free kicks. You had one against Blackpool as well in the next game that almost went in. Is that something that you've kind of always had in your locker, something that you've always tried in your career?
Yeah, I think I have scored quite a few free kicks in my career, especially back up north when I played in Scotland, and I scored a couple last year for Doncaster as well. So it's something I always practice on after training. I get a couple of mannequins and set them outside the box and practice my free kicks. So yeah, it's something I've always really enjoyed doing. I've scored quite a good few goals from it.
You mentioned there we obviously got our first win of the season at Bristol Rovers last week. I'm guessing yourself and the whole group must have been back in the dressing rooms after that one, absolutely delighted.
Yeah, of course. It's the first win of the season after going quite a long dry spell without getting a win. It was important to get that, to get us off the mark, really, and get us going. It was good for the confidence of the team to finally get that and show that we can do it, and there is still hope there that we can push on up the league.
So after the Bristol Rovers win, was there a sense of relief, or did you always feel like it was going to be a case of sooner rather than later?
You'd probably say it could have been relief, because I think, especially the Oxford and Sunderland game previous, I think we should have maybe took more than a point from these two games, but it does give you confidence to say to the team that we can do it, and there's plenty more chances to get another 3 points, and hopefully we can do that coming on Saturday as well.
Yeah, how much of a platform does that first win give you to build on? Because at the end of the day, winning is a good habit, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, you want to be winning every game that you step foot on the pitch. But it's important, the situation that we're in, obviously, being minus points and being so far behind, it's more, and we need to win as much games as possible, really. But obviously it's been harder than expected, but it shows you that we can do it, and I think we've got a good chance of getting a few more wins, and if we do that, we're right back in the mix.
You had a few chances to score in the Bristol Rovers game, as you mentioned there. Was that frustrating? Because in terms of your all-round performance, everything was there. The only thing that was missing was the goal, really.
Yeah, of course. I think, off the top of my head, I think I had 5 decent chances. The first one was unlucky that hit the post, but I think the next few I probably should have done better. Although it looked like a sitter in the second half, the defender put a good challenge in and hit it onto my foot, which put it wide. So although it didn't look like that on the video, that's what happened. But I probably should have done better and got there in front of the defender and scored. But the main thing is I'm getting in the right positions. It's just taking the chances when it comes, and I'm sure that'll come.
Does the mentality and the philosophy of Keith Hill and the way he wants his teams to play, does that suit the way that you play?
Yeah, it does. I'm high energy. I get about the pitch. That's what he's all about, really. he's all about running and stats and getting in people's faces and winning the ball high up the pitch, which you've seen that against Bristol Rovers. We were excellent in that and created numerous chances from doing the right things. It has been different, I'm not going to lie. His training regime it's been tough, but I think it has helped. It showed on Tuesday against Bristol that we can last the 90 minutes. In previous games we've kind of blew up after 60 minutes, so it shows that the training regime is helping us, and hopefully that can stand us in good stead for the rest of the season.
We seem to be getting ever closer to that 0 mark. Will it be a psychological boost when we get there? Has it been a target in the back of the mind to sort of get to the 0 mark and then just build from there?
Yeah, obviously want to get there as soon as possible and get into plus points, but we're not that far away from getting there, and I think if we do, it'll make other teams around us look and say they're not that far behind us now. So it is important to get there as quick as possible, but I think we're on the right road to getting there.
Yeah, I guess one aim as well will be to get that first home. We've got the first away win now. I guess it'll be to get that first home win recorded sooner rather than later.
Yeah, like I said, those previous games we maybe should have and could have won, but it is important for especially the fans who come and watch week in, week out, for them to see us win on Tuesday. It must have given them a massive boost as well as the team playing. So it is important for us to win in front of the home fans and make this a fortress again and make it tough for teams to come here.
Yeah, the win didn't quite come against Rochdale. There's been encouraging signs in those home games, but it would be nice to reward the supporters this weekend against Fleetwood Town.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, it's not through the will of trying. We are trying our hardest. Like I said, we maybe blew up after 60 minutes against Rochdale, but we rectified that against Bristol Rovers during the week. So it shows that we are improving, and hopefully we can do the business on Saturday against Fleetwood.
Looking at Fleetwood Town, they might not have necessarily been expected to be right up there, but they've gone about their business. They've started the season well. What are we expecting from them?
Yeah, it'll be a tough game. They are where they are in the league because they've merited it. They've had a good start to the season, so we know it's going to be a tough game. But if we play the way we did against Bristol Rovers, we're in with a right shout, and it'll be a good game. So hopefully we can go into that and take the 3 points.
Is a big box ticked the fact that we've been able to last 90 minutes and compete for 90 minutes, whereas in previous weeks, like you say, we've perhaps looked good for an hour and then sort of faded away for the last half an hour?
Yeah, it is. You want to be competitive for every minute that you play in the pitch, and that's important for us as a group to see that, maybe learning from the Rochdale game, that we can perform for the full 90 minutes, and hopefully we can do that against Fleetwood on Saturday and show that we can be a force in this league.
Yeah, if we to defy, obviously the odds are well stacked against us. If we're to defy those odds and stay in the division, there's got to be a lot of belief in the camp. Is that belief there?
Yeah, of course it is. The folk that signed wouldn't have signed otherwise. We want to be here and help the club out to maintain in the league and push on. Obviously it'll be a hard challenge, and we knew that when we signed, but we're up for the fight, and the win on Tuesday hopefully can provide momentum for us going forward.